Hey everyone, welcome to this very exciting video. My name is Alyssa and this is my channel She Reads Books. This has been something that I've been wanting to do. I don't have the full book cover yet, and my boyfriend and I are actually going to FaceTime tonight, and I'm going to edit while he works on my book cover, so I'm going to be using my phone to FaceTime him. But I am excited because I had my sibling Ash do the cover and the front and back cover and a character art. Pretty much we took the image off of the front cover and that became the back cover. So that way it would words. So that way Ash wouldn't have to redraw on the computer because it's digital art, and I did have to pay. A sec. Okay, I did have to pay. Also, it's 6:16 p.m. on the 3rd. I know I've said I would film this on the 4th, but I've been too excited and looking forward to this. It's been a really crappy week, and while I did want my book to come out on the 4th, my friend sent her edits to me, and it's mainly a lot of grammar that I missed. And she caught, so thank you Megan for catching those. I've been talking to her back and forth, being like, should I keep this paragraph in the beginning? And she's like, yeah. Or we just been talking back and forth. So I mainly been learning how to use the edits on Google Docs, and I've edited chapter 1, I think, thoroughly. I'm also I'm copying from the Google Docs. Once I edit it, I copy and paste it into Microsoft Office Word, and I already have it formatted for when I do the paperback book. And I think for this one, I'm only going to do a paperback book for this one, or just for myself, because I'm mainly going to be doing only ebook for this series, and that's because it's going to be short. And my boyfriend was earlier, because I was kind of having a breakdown, mainly just from everything that was going on this week. It's not been the best week, so I'm not really in the right mental place, and it has been hard getting in or being in Griffin's head today, just because of where he is, my main character. And so my boyfriend was trying to get me off of, like, my mind off of everything, and we talked about, like, the sizing of the book, and he mentioned, like, why don't you write the rest of the series and then do the ebook, like, do each book in the series an ebook, and then have at the end, when you're done with the whole series, have it all in a paperback. That way it's a much bigger book, and it's not as big as my 2 poetry collections and my short story collection. This is Starling and Sea Life and Gabriella. I'll leave them down below. I'm going, like, it would be a bit smaller than Gabriella, and I'll print a copy out for myself, and I'm also thinking of making it smaller than this one, or than these two, but I forget the size that I put them at. I'm going to be just kind of making the first book a copy for myself, and then it will be in an ebook. Hopefully I can have, whoops, my journal fell. No. Stay. I'm hoping to have it all done if I keep up this momentum with editing, because it has been fun editing. Having someone who is more experienced with it edit my book, and then me just going back through and fixing those has been fun. I've had to rearrange sentences within the first chapter, take things out, or take sentences out, and just kind of clean it up to make it more readable and understandable. And I thank Megan so much for that. But I am now going to show you the book cover. Mind you, the images don't have the font, like the text on them, so just picture the title, and the title is called Chained Freedom, and it's actually a new title as of this year because this story has been through so many titles. It was formerly known as the Element Hunters and then changed to Zamora, or no, the Element Hunter series is what it used to be called, but I cut that whole portion out of the book when I went into this new plot with the same characters. And yeah, it's been fun to revisit the world, but in a new plot and in a new light. Well, not really light because the whole book is really dark. But the cover is this, and I have it on glossy paper, so I apologize for the glare. I printed it out right after Ash sent it to me, but that is my boy Griffin Hale. He is beautiful. The cloak is the right color. The dagger. Ash even added a little tiny green gem on the hilt of the sword, which you'll probably be able to see if you get it on Kindle when I do have the book done and it's out. But and the leather boots, his worn leather boots. Well, it doesn't look worn here, but they are worn in the book. And the chains, which are the chains that he wears most of the time in the book because he's a prisoner and assassin slash pirate killer. The back is this. So you can see Ash took out the image of Griffin, and we still have that gradient going on. And then we have the, hang on, that got turned off. And then we have the chains, which we thought it would be nice to keep that theme on the back and keep it very simple. So overall, okay, I'm watching my life minutes. Anyways, overall, you can see it's very simple and dark and fantasy-like. My boyfriend and I are going to be putting the title here, and my name will be on the bottom. I'm only going to be doing a log line, and that log line is freedom is a weight hanging over his head. And it really fits perfectly with the whole thing. Because it just kind of encompasses what the whole story is. And then for the character art, which makes me smile every single time, I gave Ash a reference of Connor Jessup. If you've seen Lock and Key on Netflix, it's a Netflix original series. I love it so much. Connor Jessup plays Tyler. I think that's his character. It's been a while since I watched it with my boyfriend and his mom, but I gave Ash a reference of Connor Jessup, and this is what she came up with, and just look at the beauty. That is Griffin Hale. So you do find out where this comes from, and this scar comes from the very beginning of the book, or is from the very beginning of the book. And yeah, that scar has always been there, so has that one. And look at his eye, like, the hair color is on point, the cloak is on point, the eyes are originally hazel, but hazel green. Ash didn't know how to do that, so she just put the beautiful bright green eyes to match the cloak. And my very first character art that I've ever gotten, and I simply did it, and I still love it so much, and I still look at them. I have on my phone, I have the front cover. So, Chain Freedom will go at the top with my name right there in some kind of font. And yeah, so this is my book cover. I'm very excited for when I actually get the whole thing written, and I think it's a very good idea that my boyfriend said to write the whole series out so that the book, when I print it in paperback form on KDP, will be a lot bigger than what it is now, because it's only about 70 pages. So, kind of a novella, and yeah, it needs a lot of work still, which is why I'm not publishing it tomorrow. Tomorrow is Griffin's 12th anniversary. He's still 19 in the book, because it's the first book. He's still 19. And yeah, I got these also to motivate me to finish the book, and it helped a lot. I would recommend getting a book cover done, or even just character art done if you're planning on trying to finish your book, because it can really help you motivate yourself. Like, look how pretty he is, and the chains are not copied and pasted. They are actually hand drawn, and I like how they surround him. I'm just still gushing inside over these, and every time I turn on my phone with the lock screen, I gush over it more. She even put like the sparkle, like how do you describe that? The light in his eyes, I guess. But yeah, this is Griffin Hale, formerly known as the Element Hunter, but now just the Hunter or the Killer. You don't want to mess with him, or his family, or anyone he cares about, because he will seek revenge and he will come after you. And yeah, so Chained Freedom coming out soon, sometime, hopefully this month, because it's the anniversary month, so hopefully this month. The book baby will come out this. I'm trying so hard, and I hope you guys understand why I'm not publishing it tomorrow, even though I wanted to publish it tomorrow. It's just not really possible. If you want more updates, you can follow me on my Instagram at ShivaShayWrites, and I'll leave that down below as well, because that will be more like a daily update. I was going to put it up there, but I'm just going to hold them. And yeah, so I hope you're having a much better week than I am, and I hope you're looking forward to reading this as much as I did writing it, and as much as I look forward to continue Griffin's story, because I have not been able to write it, because I haven't been able to get past the first book, and now I'm just about to that point. I did start book 2. I'm only like a page or so in to book 2, but it's gonna get work done. So that is my cover reveal, title reveal, character art reveal, and the logline reveal for Chained Freedom. I almost said the Element Hunter because that's so ingrained in my head, since the story's been with me since I was 13. And I'm still getting used to the Chained Freedom title. So yeah. Let me know what you guys think of the cover and the character art down below. My boyfriend and I are going to be working on putting this together so it's an actual cover. And yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.